What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Treehouse Brewing Company YouTube channel. Today I'm taking a walk around our cellar in real time and showing you guys a major expansion project that we're working on. If you are new here to the channel, we've done a video of our cellar once before. It's much longer and much more in depth than this video will be, but if you watch that one first, it will give you context for all these upgrades that we're currently working on. I'll link that video below. Once again, you're stuck with just me. Our friend Michael is still on vacation, so this is an unedited, single take, unvarnished look around a cellar expansion project. I'm standing in the middle of our cellar right now. I want to show you guys sort of the area of the cellar that we consider to be settled business, and then the area behind me, which we're working on, and why. I'll get to the why before I start running around, because sometimes I lose my train of thought, and it can be hard to keep things straight, especially with a single take video. So, Treehouse is constantly striving to improve. Every day we self-assess and we ask ourselves what we can do to our beer to make things better. And one of the things that we can do is be unconstrained by circumstances, as in having enough tank space to do creative things. And that's what this expansion is all about. If we have an idea to make a beer utilizing a new yeast, a new puree, regardless of the cost or volume, we can make a batch that's 10 barrels or we can make a batch that's 500 barrels, all depending upon sort of how aggressively we want to trial that ingredient or how aggressively we want to go for making a new product. So this amount of flexibility is unbounded creativity, and this expansion goes right to the heart of that. So we're not necessarily adding things, we're just rearranging things to give us more space to have a broader variety of tanks to enable more creativity. And in addition to that, a lot of what's conveyed beyond the area that I'm standing in right now is done so in flexible hose. This expansion project broadly expands our stainless steel beer conveyance all the way down into the new bright tank farm, so that permeability, oxygen ingress is minimized even further. So if I spin the camera around, this area here that I'm standing in all the way down is pretty much settled space. To the right here and to the left, you have 250 barrel tanks, and you have your beer line all conveyed into your swing panels. Your finished beer and your new beer makes its way to this swing panel as it makes its way into or out of a tank. However, if I turn around and I make my way just down here, right beyond this 5-barrel CIP tank, there's the last swing panel that's currently installed. And part of this project is to expand that further into the bright tank farm, which I'll show you in just a second. So if I back up here and swing around, this whole area was previously occupied by bright tanks, and now it's open for additional small batch fermentation space. So this whole area here is going to be appointed with 20, 30, and 40 barrel tanks for yeast experiments, hop experiments, and the like. And it also freed up space for us to move our lager program all into one place. So these tanks had all been kind of scattered previously, and now all 8 of our horizontals are located in the same place. And we also have freed up more room to enable additional horizontal bright tanks for our lager program. What's up, bud? So I'm gonna make my way over in this direction and show you guys that this is all brand new. This whole area has previously been empty, and now it contains our whole bright tank farm. So earlier in the video I mentioned, your beer line conveyance, which ends here, that's going to be extended, and it's going to make its way all the way over. You're going to have a new swing panel right here, and you're going to have new stainless steel conveyance making your way to this bright tank. It's going to come up and over, and you're going to have a new one every 2 tanks or so. So what this will do, as I mentioned previously, is it'll make it so that your beer is better handled with less oxygen ingress. Make my way over here. You can see that this is a real-time project that's happening as we speak. The guys are currently moving a 60 barrel tank into place to join a 20 barrel tank that's here on the left. We've got 60 barrel tanks in the front, 120 barrel tanks in the back, 250 barrel tanks on the right, and then if I come over here, there's actually a 500 barrel tank all the way there in the center. And as I mentioned before, what this does is it just enables us to trial things on a scale that's relevant to Treehouse, our customer base, and what's working at a given time. I'm gonna walk over here through the kind of tank graveyard. Look at this, like tanks everywhere. Literally tanks everywhere, this is wild. So this project has enabled us to plumb in one new 120 barrel fermenter and also freed up space for 3 more, which are currently on order. And then in addition to that, this catwalk area will be extended all the way down here just to give us more freedom to brew smaller batches in the 120s than having to utilize the big 240s that are further down the cellar. So you probably can't see any of this from the tap room, which is why I wanted to walk you guys around and show it to you. You know, again, we're always striving, taking your goodwill as customers to try to reinvest and reinvigorate the team here to give us more opportunities to do better things. So again, this is a quick hit, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I think you got one more with just me, and then our boy Michael will be back. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. It's one of the best things you can do to help us out and support future content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great week. I got my guy over here.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? How you doing today? I love you so much. Bye.
He was at the car show yesterday.
You're on video.
Oh, no.